And we are live.
Yay.
Back at the Fort World. Your assault has had successful results. You are inside the manufactorum. Climbing stairs, ladders, platforms. And all your shots have been so far been ineffective against the sorcerer.
I also have the 100 home guard following me up as well.
These guys.
Yes. I like to think that they're indistinguishable from Leonidas. It's just one big massive.
You're a 95% machine, man.
Yes.
I think they
But
would
I am in power armor. I am in power armor with a helmet on. So are they. But yeah, I'm like 95% machine. That's besides the point. I still
Come again? What was it?
have organic body parts.
I believe you, yeah.
I'll get rid of them soon enough. Because it's like I've got organic legs.
And so, you finally make your way up to the platform. Through the ravaged terrain, the ruins of the manufactorum.
Lena, it just takes.
The stairs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look. Lena, it's just sees this fucking sorcerer. All the men, I imagine, are, reasonably tight-necked.
Yeah.
And he just goes. He just looks and goes, phalanx. Just densely packed formation. He's in the wall as well. Just.
You also see the body of the commander that attempted to take on the sorcerer.
Huh. It's a shame he was 5 weeks away from retirement.
And you watch the sorcerer just hover around, sort of flying, sprinkling magic dust all over.
In the densely packed formation, he's just going to say, how about you come and face me? Come on, you cheeky shit.
How about you die here and now?
He spawns a rubric marine.
And as I imagine Leonidas just gives a little command to begin engagement, but keep the formation tight. And then he just says, fire and unload, and just everybody in the line unloads their bolters as they're advancing on the marine. Just. Let's see. This will be the first time they see this tactic.
It's gonna be like the cohesion mechanic in Death Watch. Okay, I also have dice down here if you want.
Yes, my gold.
Make a ballistic test for them.
That's 12
Yes.
plus 2 unnatural ballistics.
It's a bunch of degrees of success. The rubric suffers the bolter fire and is destroyed. The sorcerer will fly to a different side. It's for more.
We'll just give the
marines.
You'll just give the order to turn basically shift basically 180. Like all the men who are at the back and now at the front, he's now at the back. type deal, because it's just like, poof. And he's like, ah, for fuck's sake. Does the same again as he advances onto them.
Okay, make a ballistics test.
What's my date? There's my date. Boom.
It's 8.
That's an 8.
The marines are again destroyed. Magic dust just explodes all over the place. And you can see the glint slowly falling down the platform. The sorcerer will charge towards the formation. Will attempt to hit you. You can attempt to parry or dodge.
Am I? Probably parry, because I'm bad at combat. Melee, best craftsmanship, power sword. Oh, that is
Plus 20 to parry.
70, 80, 90, 95. Oh, fuck. I rolled that in roll 20 by accident. I will just roll it in here. So, target's the 95. That's a 12. And
parry. And the sorcerer again repositions different side of the platform.
Can I attempt an attack of opportunity? I like trying to have Nightmare grab him, or I grab him in. Like, nope, you're coming in here.
The disc he's flying on prevents that.
Okay.
His trajectory is too unpredictable, too fast.
And I'm just gonna say to all the men, turn about, take aim at that platform, and then we're just gonna unload at the platform.
Mm-hmm. Make a ballistics. Well, ballistics. Roll damage for how many bolt guns? For 6 bolt guns.
Oh, that's 99. I'm going to fate put you. So you want me to roll ballistics?
Roll damage
Yours are just
for the
damage.
bolters.
Roll damage. That's D10. It is 6 damage, so the bolters are. So I've only got a storm bolter, which is 2d10, so it'll be 1d10 plus 5 pen. That's 9, 8, 2, 6, 9, 8, 2, 6, 5.
It's 25.
4, 8. That's 5 damage, which is done. This is 7th. So 5
Okay.
plus 5. A lot of damage.
The platform is torn apart. You see these energy reserves flicker and explode. Other parts of the platform are completely separated, cut off, and fall down. The sorcerer will channel a psychic ability, and he will unleash it on you and your men.
Nightmare's in there. He's a blank.
Yes.
9 meters.
I didn't bring him here.
AP's doubled as well on them.
Mm-hmm.
So warp attacks within his influence are basically nullified against his willpower, so he brings it down. He brings the psi rating down.
Mm-hmm. By how
Based on
much?
His willpowers. 1 second, I'm just checking his. I'm just trying to find Nightmare. Where is he? Uh, 7.
By
He
7.
brings the psi rating down by 7. Yeah, he basically. No, basically, it's once I need to double check what it is because I might be thinking about Dark Heresy. Deny the witch, so they have to make a minus 20 to the willpower.
For the attack to go off? For the...
Yeah, just for it to even have a chance of going through.
Okay, yeah. The focus test is successful still with a minus 20. And depending on... Well, what's your agility bonus?
Well, my agility bonus 5.
You can attempt a dodge test.
Dodge is 72. Boom. That's a 30, target rating of 72. So that's 4 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling well.
You see as machinery, cables, plates start wiring around you, trying to constrict you, to grab onto you, to restrain you. But you successfully move out of the way. Roll 1 for the rest of the men.
64.
I'm guessing that's a fail.
Based on nightmare stuff. Has dodge 75, no.
Okay. So no one is affected by the spell.
Fuck, man. United will just do order basically a rapid advance into them and just fucking full unload. Ooh. The heavy weapons and storm bolters in one go. Like, dodge this, you fuck.
Right, make a ballistic test.
It. $56. She's easily successful. It's just full on. Which was 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 6 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm. He dodges a bunch of attacks, and his force field catches the rest. He moves.
Oh, come on.
He raises one of the barrels from the platform and throws it at you.
I parry it back at him.
And with his plasma pistol, he shoots it. You can attempt to dodge.
That is 45. That's successful.
Roll for the 100. That's a pass.
That's a 2. That. What? That's.
You just knock the barrel to the side. It hits no one. And it only makes a distant sound when it explodes a few meters beneath the platform.
The men gonna hold up formation and then just charge right into him. Just while two of them subsequently fall off. So yeah, just gonna charge into them, and the MIUWs are gonna just unload onto them as their fucking power swords and power spears are gonna come at them.
Mm-hmm. Make a ballistics test.
I'm going to fate that. Boom. That's a 3, so that's 10. 10. No, 8 degrees of success on the ballistics. Which is 2d10 plus that. So that's 5 hits in total.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the disc, he takes 2 of the hits. Roll the damage.
2 hits, so that's... so that's 2d10, so I'm just gonna get the... Is this a d10 right here?
It is, yes.
Okay, and where's the other d10? Okay. Oh, that's the d100. 10, d10. So that's 12 plus 10, so that's 22.
Mm-hmm.
Pen 2. This will be 22. Pen 2. This will be Righteous Fury with 24.
Mm-hmm.
I shall roll to confirm the target wasn't. It's a. No. That's roll to confirm. I shall roll a d10. Boom. It's 8. So that's crap ton of damage. Pen 2.
Yes. His power armor and his space marine physiology keep him alive. And he once again repositions.
But I charged into him while unloading into fighting.
His disc
melee attack.
allows for supernatural movements and maneuvers.
Okay. So we're just going to focus fire on that disc then.
Mm-hmm.
You just look at it, okay. He keeps moving out of the way, and it's like...
And he will aim doom bolts at your honorary guard, at your honor guard. Let's see. You do have Nightmare next to you.
Yes.
So, I want you to roll... Well, if they are a horde, they cannot dodge.
Is the Doombolt psychic in nature?
Yes.
It wouldn't go off.
Well, because
The
of,
AP would be doubled. The AP would be doubled, and any penetration would be discarded.
yeah,
Which is just flat damage, essentially.
yeah. That's why I'm looking for the.
And that's the power armor. Nightmare doesn't get harmed because it's psychic bullshit.
Make sure the armor. The AP is double, but I don't remember what happened to the penetration.
No, I'm saying the it's the untouchable thing that it's the. One second, I'm just trying to find. Find it. Where did I? You try to find it. Because it's in Thorn. Because I sent it that many times to Thorn. But also, it should also be in the hints and handouts buried somewhere in there.
Which book is it?
It's the like Dark Heresy first edition supplement. It's the hexagonic stuff that's going on.
I remember it doubles the AP, but not that it completely nullifies anything.
No, that part is Nightmare. No, that's not the power armor. The power armor doubles, and it does something to. It's the. Yeah, it's Nightmare that. Pretty sure I sent you the hexagonic stuff. Anyways, we can just continue moving on. We'll find it.
So, 19 damage, penetration 8.
19 damage. Where?
To the body. To one of your
Wait.
one of your guard.
Okay, let me look at Nightmare. To the body. You said 19 damage, penetration 8.
Yes.
So. That will be 4 damage.
Okay.
4 damage.
One of them was taken for damage.
Yeah. Fucking. I just looked at Nightmare's um wounds. 27.
And it is your turn.
I'm just gonna. Oh, don't want to take the box with me. There's some tainted warp shit right there. I'm just gonna have. Oh. Just gonna have the men like move in formation, just target that fucking thing that he's standing on. Just bring that shit down. Just fire everything.
Mm-hmm. Make a ballistics test.
I did not roll that there because it's fucking. I'm grabbing onto the that tablet. It's 84 from. I'm fating that. Boom. 91, that's worse. It's like 1-2 degrees of success.
He dodges. And
That'll be it.
he will summon rubric marines. Right here. With a heavy flamer.
It don't do anything.
It might if it rolls high enough damage.
Machine trait, man. Don't do anything.
Yeah, you don't take any damage if you catch on fire. But the damage itself might be high enough. Okay.
Yeah.
You can attempt to dodge with a -20.
Okay. Just grabbing everything all of a sudden. It's like. -20 to the dodge. 35. 72. 765. That's a success.
Okay. Then the Marines. Do you have more reactions?
Yes. I have one more.
You can attempt to dodge.
Boom. 91. That's a fail.
Okay. Let's see the damage. The damage was 40 something, so to the body, and the damage is 16, penetration 7.
To the body.
Yes.
16.7. Nothing.
Okay. The rest of the hits. It's less than that. 18 penetration 6 to the body. Penetration 7, sorry. The same penetration.
18.7. Nothing.
Okay,
I'm
and
just using the roll 20.
the
calculated.
second one will just fire since you don't have any more dodges. See the damage. That's 20. How much? 22 penetration 7
To where?
to the body.
22 penetration 7. None.
Okay.
I know. Wait. 2.
And all the others were less than that. It's your turn.
Fucking charge right into them. While we're charging, we're gonna use our MIUW's heavy weapons on the fucking sorcerer's disc flying thing. So we're meleeing into these guys, sorcering disc firing into those guys, into that guy, into his sorcerer disc.
Okay.
So that's 22 for the ballistic skill into that disc.
How many hits is that with what weapon?
It's the multi lasers, so it's 5.
Okay. He dodges 4.
Two D10. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 25 penter on the disc, flying disc thing.
Okay. You see energy fizzling in and out, fluxes and influxes. You know you hit him. And you don't notice any visible damage on the disc. Make the weapon skill.
On. It's 58, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 degrees of success.
The Marine dodges your melee attack.
That'll be into the second one then. That's 6. It's 3 degrees of success.
Roll damage.
It's gonna do jack shit unless it rolls as you 2 yet nothing.
Okay.
Because it's like... Oh no, wait. 2d10, so 2... 14... 16 damage, pain 6.
Okay. Marine takes damage. Attacks from your honor guard.
Okay. They would be doing the same thing that he's doing, so they would be hitting the desk and then hitting the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
That's 11. So that's 5 degrees of success with the hit, with the multi lasers into the fucking thing, the flying disc.
Okay. Hits? How many hits?
That's 5.
5. Okay. None go through. He dodges, and his force field catches the rest.
Your weapon skill now. 51, 50, 60, 70, 80. 81. Misses. The second one, 6 hits.
Okay. Roll damage for 6 attacks.
That's 1d5. Nope. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 damage, pen 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having to do math here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, pen 5. 12, pen 5. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 19, pen 5. 12, pen 5.
This Marine is taken out.
9.
The rest are hit by your honor guard, but are still standing.
Okay. think that's me, because it's like unless the attacks move on to the next marine, because like 2 more left. One or two. Never mind.
Yeah. You're not gonna die. The sorcerer will move again. And now it is him that causes fire to burst from his hand.
Is it psychic fire?
It is.
Okay. Nightmare is in the back row.
I know. That reduces the effective psi rating of the spell.
Yeah.
Which means... Where is it?
Sure he's even aware that there's a psyker in there. There's a fucking anti-psyker in there.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Well, now due to the positioning, I wouldn't say you can get out of the way of the effect. So you cannot roll to dodge.
Well, Nightmare has a 9-meter blank range on him. He's standing right next to me.
Yeah. That reduces the psi rating. It doesn't negate the effect completely.
Yeah.
So let's see. And zealous hatred, which means where am I looking? 38. Yes, penetration 8 to the body. Remember to add +8 to your armor points.
Yeah,
because
that's what
of
I'm
the
doing. That's what I'm doing.
hexagramic.
I'm currently doing the math here, so it's like I actually have best craftsmanship, so it's 9.
Mm-hmm. 9.
I don't take any.
Okay. What about your troops?
They would also take none.
All right.
Thank God for those suppression shields.
The rubric marines, well, they have power armor fists. They wouldn't be doing any damage. And it is your turn.
I'm just gonna tell the honor guard focus on the Rubik's guys, and I'm gonna say tag Nightmare and 5 other guys, and we're just gonna go wham, just unload into this guy's saucer and have like Nightmare just fucking grab him.
Mm-hmm.
Spartan hug. You try using your psychic powers now, you dick.
Okay.
So we're just gonna unload our firepower and charge onto him and just fucking have Nightmare hug him.
All right. Roll your ballistics.
Mm. 50, 60, 70, 90, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's 4 hits.
From Nightmare? Or from
No,
you?
from this is the ballistics.
The ballistics, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Roll damage for 2 of them.
So that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 22 pen 2. 2, 4, 5, 6, 16 pen 2.
Mm-hmm.
How many more? I think it's just the 2 you said.
Yes, that's the 2 of them.
And it will be the honor guards next. Oh, the ones that follow me, that's 2 hits. Yeah, 2 hits.
Roll damage for 1 of them.
Okay. There we go. That's a Righteous Fury. That's 16. That's 26 Righteous Fury. I'll roll to confirm. Boom. That's the 22. That's confirmed. So that's 2 additional damage.
You see dents and cracks in the sorcerer's armor. What's next?
We are going to have Nightmare hug him.
Mm-hmm.
And Leonidas is going to pile driver him into the ground. I mean, he's going to stab him, and his honor guard's going to stab him as well.
Okay, make an attack roll for Nightmare to grapple him.
Yeah, I'm going to fate that. Ooh. 15. That's success. With
He will attempt to dodge. And he dodges.
the honor guard are going to stab.
Mm-hmm.
The honor guard misses.
Okay.
He will stab once again. That's an 11. So they hit the second time.
They hit. Oh, actually. No, they don't. Sorry.
No,
The force field takes it.
Okay. And then Leonidas is going to fucking launch his fucking melees into him. Boom. 74, so that's hits.
Force field takes it.
He goes in for again. That's a 9.
Force field doesn't take it. He dodges.
Oh, and his last one. 93, that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pain in the ass, man. be on a guard on this side are just gonna fucking hack away. But I, 41 from the honor guard, that's hits. Space Marine says.
Space Marine dodges one.
That's 4.
Roll damage for 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19 damage. Pen 6.
Mm-hmm.
And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 19 damage, pen 6 for the second one.
Now, the sorcerer. He will attack Nightmare with his blade.
The blade is treated as normal.
Yes. First
Nightmare
attack.
was attempted parry.
He can attempt to parry with a minus 20. Nothing is as it seems with worshippers of Zinch.
If he's in the bubble, all psychic things really don't affect him, so he sees through that.
He does not.
Because that's one of the warp can't see him type thing, so.
He's not directly affected by the warp effect.
Okay, so that's.
Does he dodge?
He's parrying. I'm just trying to get the bonus. It's minus 20, so it's plus 10, so it's 61. Oh. That's a successful parry. Now, his weapon doesn't have the warp effect. Because is he meleeing him?
Yes.
Yeah, the weapon base. This is the weird thing with cycles. I will. No, not cycles.
Blunts.
Yeah, the abilities used by the creatures with demonic taint and warp weapon quality, possession, sorcery, corruption points from workshop, and so means. Power types, dented and untouchable, even a successful manifests simply if. Oh, I've just sent it. It's the first time I've ever played a blank. Or at least, you know. So I think that weapon shatters.
This was successful manifest and fail.
It's up to you if you think it does or doesn't.
Mm. Hmm.
Because it is like a warp weapons targeting them. Technically, a power weapon. It's one of these weird things where it's down to you.
Yeah. I know it's weird, man.
Yeah.
They're not affected. Completely immune to psychic powers, psychic energy, and effects directed against them. Special abilities by creatures with a demonic trait or weapon quality.
The bonnet trait and the warp weapon. It's like.
The warp weapon only means that it goes through armor points.
Oh, right. That would mean it doesn't go through armor points. Ugh.
It doesn't go anyway because you have a Ignatus pattern power armor on him.
Yeah, just doubles as well, and I successfully parried it. So it's like he goes in for the counter. And that is a 9. He successfully counters.
Okay.
So that's.
Force field takes it.
You can only counter the once, so he'll have to make another attack before he can attempt to counter again.
Come again, sorry?
If the force field takes it, then it will be the sorcerer's turn. If it was
Yes.
a counter.
He will attack again.
He will counter again.
He successfully
time using-
attacks.
He shall counter again and use his shield. Boom. That's a 7. He successfully counters with the shield. Could you? I just have to reread the suppression shield because I think the shot quality goes off.
It's a toughness test. Plus 10 for its armor point.
It's suppression shield might not do that. Oh no, it does have the shock quality, but I have to attack with it, like actually fucking melee attack with it. Basically, it's designed to stun lock him, but he's gonna go in for the kill and just fucking stab. Because I remember I was attacking with the shield with the Necron.
Damn.
Fucking broke his ankles. That's 18. That's a successful ankle break.
You mean a grapple attack?
He parried with the. He countered with the shield, so it'll be an ankle break.
Yeah. It hits.
He's break. It's okay. This is when it goes off. So it's a. Teach. So it's a 4 plus. So it's a D10 plus 4, so D10. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12, 13, 14. That's 14. Pen 4. Is any damage done?
Yes.
Okay, then it goes off.
It's the shock quality.
Yes.
Shocking.
I think it's like
For every 10 bonus for every armor point he has on the location hit.
He's probably going to succeed.
Yeah, he's not stunned.
One day.
And again, he'll move.
And I shall go, no! He will just get fucking attack of opportunity and grabbed by everyone.
It is your turn to play.
Oh. That's nice. Charge! Fucking unloading onto him with the multi-lasers. It'll be the... Just like, nope. Not having this. Boom. That's a 12. That's 5 degrees of success.
Roll 1,000 times for the force field.
5 degrees of success.
Okay. 2 go through.
2 go through. X. So that's 18 pen 2.
Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 23 pen 2.
Okay.
That's 21 pen 2. Oh, we said 2 goes through. Ignore that last one.
Okay. Same ballistics for Nightmare and the other guy?
Yeah. I'm becoming much faster at this. 4. That's 4 degrees of success. 10 ballistics. What do you mean 10 ballistics?
I didn't say 10 ballistics.
Alright, so that's 4 hits.
One goes through.
4. One goes through. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
9.
That's 21 pen 2.
Okay.
Well, and now it's the melee side.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare is going to attempt to grapple again.
Make the attempt.
He's gonna fade that. That's 64, that's successful.
He dodges.
Oh, that's fine. He's gonna attempt again. Boom. 53, so that's success. With 4.
He dodges again.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And the other dude is going to just step.
Mm-hmm.
Step. It's 3 degrees of success.
It hits. Roll damage.
That's a 10, that's your Righteous Fury. I will roll to confirm. That's confirmed. 8, so 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 29, 10, 6.
Okay. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. He will go for his other swift. Boom.
Nice.
66, that's a hit.
Force field takes it.
Yeah. And Leonidas comes in,
Mm-hmm.
begins teabagging. Uh, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 2 successes.
Force field takes it.
Okay, he's gonna go in for his other one. 34. That's 6 degrees of success.
It hits. Roll damage.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 pence.
How much?
18.
18. The sorcerer is knocked off his disc. He falls to the ground. Right next to these boxes here. The disc spirals up and then crashes down. The sorcerer lays on the floor beaten.
I.e., like knocked out, beaten, or dead or beaten?
Knocked out.
Knocked out, okay. The men over there are just gonna fucking keep whacking on Space Marines. I doubt that they can do much to each other. I think the sheer weight will eventually win.
Yeah.
What Leonidas is going to do, though, he's going to get Nightmare to handcuff him and just body hug him.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't use his powers. And I'm going to brand him with the Imperial Eagle. And I'm going to broadcast this branding right across the Forge World.
Make an intimidation test.
Intimidation. would my legendary stat trait have any effect? I have fear 1. But that's down to you.
Well, it's gonna make it a regular intimidation test instead of having negatives.
Okay, so 7. Will I be using? Can I? Is it strength, or would it be? Or would I be able to use my fellowship for
It's a
this
fellowship, it's a fellowship test, yes.
one? So 105. 105. Look out below. I'm going to fate that. Just a boom. That's a 3. I'm on my final fate.
There are massive reports from every unit. The enemies are surrendering. Some are even fighting amongst themselves, trying to make out with everything they can grab on and leave.
Kill them all. Kill them all! Except for you. You're going to be burnt at the stake.
The heretic
might use
laughs hysterically.
Or we will use you to rewrite the Holy Forges. You know what? I'm going to leave you to the Mechanicus.
You cannot kill me, loyalist. You cannot hurt me. You cannot hurt any one of us. You are just a speck of sand in the great scheme of things. Nothing but a pawn in the great game. You have no chance.
Leonidas just puts his hand on his lips and goes, shh. Shh. Time for the
I'm
branding.
gonna enjoy this more than you know.
Someone duct tape his ass. He's just, I'm just going to get the duct tape and literally just like roll a duct tape right around his entire head. He can't talk, so it's just muffled sounds.
Yes, it's just muffled, hysterical laughing.
I'm tempted to cut out your tongue. But who knows where you've been? Fucking Slanesh, probably. Oh, he wouldn't say Slanesh, he would say probably the purple one. Fucking gonorrhea AIDS, that's what you are. Slaps him in the head. Ties him to a rope and kicks him off of the when Sparta kicks him and just has him dangle there and wait for the Mechanicus to come and get him. And this is just being broadcasted across the entire world and system.
All the troops are cheering, having achieved such a great victory today. Having punished the heretics.
I'm
having
just going to look over.
served the Emperor right.
I'm going to look over to Nightmare and go, double rations of whiskey and triple orange juice for the men.
As you say, sir.
Creepy fuck. Just walks. Just walks away. He's like, yep, okay. Make. What do we do now? We have this. I guess we'll wait for the Mechanicus. Assist in cleanup.
Indeed, at some point, the Mechanicus arrives.
I'm probably reading after action reports and casualty numbers. And I'm like, ugh.
Brother, ooh.
Only 4 Pinos left? Jim Bob made it? Oh. Fucking wanker. Oh. At least my 300 survived.
Yeah, they had minimal losses.
Easy-ish to replace. Leonidas will probably receive the report that the Mechanicus are in, while the heretic is just dangling there from the tower, just on a rope. And he's going to be sitting on a table drinking orange juice with his honor guard all around him, and what's left of the commandos. And he was like, I didn't even get to deploy the 2 brothers the Burning Angel sent me. They've been sitting in this ship all day. Probably bored out their skulls.
They were in the planet side HQ, boosting the morale of the men.
While Leonidas was he's just minding his own business, talking to the commanders, drinking his orange juice. Imagine he's quite wrapped up in his business right now that probably doesn't notice the Mechanicus. And everyone's too busy killing heretics and having fun. Leonidas says to Alexios, is like, what do you do with a forge world when you've taken it?
Well, my lord, you start forging.
Do you know how to work it?
I'm not much of a blacksmith myself, so.
Neither am I. Oh, Magos! You missed the fun. Did you see a heretic dangling from the spire?
Calculations negative. There was no fan, no oxytocin to be released while previous actions were taking place.
Don't say that to... understood, Magos. It was more of an oxymoron. We've kind of taken the world. Clean up duty.
Heretic presence on the planet is minimal. 0.0003%. Acceptable parameters for reclamation of planet.
I tried to take it as intact as possible.
Great damages to the exterior of the structure.
Oh, and he's going to point to the spy with the dangling heretic. That guy was the commander. You might wanna. I'm handing him over to you. Did you see him dangling there?
Art heretic to be executed as common chaff.
However you see fit. So, Magos. Technically, this world is mine by right of conquest, but I'm willing to strike a deal. I'll hand the world over to the Mechanicus as per the Treaty of Mars dictates. All I want in return is a binding agreement that you will help me set up my industrial base. You, in return, will receive resources from any mining worlds I establish at a very, very heavily discounted price, because I am a follower of the Cult Mechanicus. All I require is tech support.
You hear the Magus's coils wire. Chance of successful cooperation over 87.778%. Your terms are acceptable, Leonidas.
How are we able to get the cooperation to 100%?
A number of additional parameters must be set and agreed upon by you.
Well,
Secrecy and discretion.
what about what exactly? He winks. All I did was help you retake a forge world.
Then our cooperation is at 99.999%.
Tell you what. I have sustenance on an agricultural world that's been building up for the past year. Like, no one's been trading with it. It's like, I haven't had the time to. I will give you this grain at a 5% market rate. I.e. saying he's only going to be making 5% profit from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically a heavily discounted price, and he's getting the Magos is getting here. I would like to be able to install minor nobility on this world. From my home world.
Yes.
The military discipline the prowess of my home world will come in handy in making sure this Forge world doesn't fall again.
Introduction of feudal hierarchy does not necessarily intervene with anything the Mechanicus has to do.
I just want to make sure this world doesn't fall again. They will follow the Cult Mechanicus ways. They will... The sole purpose would be to defend this world.
The political status of the planet is of no concern to us.
No, I'm meaning the industrial world.
Even less so, yeah.
No, I mean in the Forge world. He's looking to install minor nobility into the Forge world to basically make sure it doesn't fall to corruption. They will not interfere in your day-to-day business, Magos. They can't, even if they wanted to, and they won't.
The nobility can coexist with us as long as they don't interfere directly with anything the Adeptus Mechanicus are doing on the planet.
No, I believe they wouldn't. For the simple reason is that I have a vested interest to make sure that this Forge world becomes one of the greatest in the Imperium. Last thing I want to do is to have nobility make your life a living hell. That's why I'm looking to install my own men, my own nobility from my own world, my own home world, to make sure that your forges run as smoothly and efficiently as possible, i.e. with no one knocking at your door.
Very well then. We accept these nobles. And we will be starting our operations as soon as the repairs return the forges to acceptable condition. A lot of consecration is required and a lot of cleansing of corruption and contamination of the warp.
I will stay I will be heading back to my space station. It will this world will act as my pseudo capital until such time I'm able to set up a more permanent capital.
Mm-hmm.
It symbolizes something. I was thinking about reoccupying the moon around this world, Magos, and turn that into a fortress bastion. Is such a thing acceptable?
As long as the moon's protective capabilities are used for the protection of this planet as well as they have been in the past,
I aim to make it better.
This treaty is then acceptable.
Is there anything you wish to bind my house to?
You are bound to answer the Mechanicus's calls for protection or aggression.
I thought I was already doing that.
Then no more actions or treaties will be asked of you.
Well, if you ever need my help, just... I'm only an astropath away. Though I might be warned, my astropath's heads tend to explode. So if I don't get the message right away, it's probably why.
The connection quality with your astropathic choir has been extremely below acceptable levels. Consider replacement of astropath.
Do you have anyone or any astropathic lines or people that I could use? Because quite frankly, I'm getting ready to cut all the ones I have. Because all I get is static. Like, I've been
This
trying to
fact
contact my sister.
causes despair, as competent telepathic psychers are hard to come by, especially on this side of the galaxy where the warp can be very, very unstable, with fluctuations challenging even the best of telepaths.
Magnus, I need to confirm something with you. Are you aware of the location of the Necron homeworld? The Necron, not the homeworld, the Necron tomb world, close.
There have been rumors of such
I know
a planet existing around here.
I know what it is. It's how I found Amagos. Another one of your colleagues. The one that launched this expedition.
Her void ship was considered to be lost in the warp, as there was no communication for quite some time now.
She's currently on board the Explorator fleet. But she had all of her holy flesh taken off. She was nothing more than a heart, a lung, and a brain, essentially.
Was that the result of torture inflicted upon her by the Necrons for the acquisition of information?
Possibly. It's not something I'm able to go after at this stage. For such a thing, I will need time to prepare. I have leads on some things I would like to chase up, and some stabilization to do. But I know the location. Assistance, when I'm ready, will be most assured. As I believe Necron technology is of importance to the Mechanicus in some way.
Heretical and xenotech exists only to be purged. And any data coming out of this purge or destruction is to be collected.
The data will be transmitted right now. I do have in my cargo hold some Necron corpses, some Necron bodies and stuff.
I would
I'm willing to hand
request
over some.
those for destruction.
They are required for research purposes. But I'm willing to hand over some to allow us better understand them so we can better defeat them. Because I had to spend a considerable cost reinforcing my penal battalion. The average age dipped down to 12. There's only like 10 guys left now. When I say
Hardship-
guys, I really mean boys. It's like 10 years old.
Hardship improves the quality of flesh and mind.
Yes, it does. And so, Megas, thank you for your time, and I had fun in this world. I think my men had fun. If you need me for anything, let me know. I will do everything in my power to make sure this Forge World can get up and running as soon as possible. I already have a system abundance of minerals and resources. The issues that I have is I can't mine it.
Mining ships, equipment, and personnel can be provided to you by the Mechanicus, provided that a portion of the collected materials will be given to the Mechanicus as compensation.
Yes, I was looking to give 60% of between 60 and 80% of the resources to this world. In the first 50 metric tons of resources mined from the system was going to be given as a gift. But if you're willing to supply the equipment and staff needed, then it will be the first 200 metric tons.
The Explorator's fleet mining mining ships with their personnel will be delivered to you for such purposes.
Thank you, Megas. Is there anything you need before I depart to the space station?
I will be sending some Imperial documents to your office for some administratum tasks.
You would just see Leonidas' eyes glaze over. Like PTSD from paperwork. And he snaps back and goes, "They always want stuff. I'm happy to oblige." If they're coming for my tax, they're going to be sorely disappointed. I spent everything I had retaking this world.
And a token force is required to be left on this planet for protection.
First Wastelanders. I was going to be leaving the First Wastelanders as well as directing the Burning Angels towards us. I recently took a battle barge for them. They're in the process of rebuilding it
previous cooperation with the Burning Angels has had various outcomes, different degrees of success and integration to the cult of the machine.
Perhaps I can push them a little bit further then. After all, I did give them a battle barge.
Have these two Marines expressed the will to serve the Emperor or the Omnissiah? And in which forms do they do so?
I haven't really spoken to them much. I've mainly been... He gestures to the entire world. Busy. And then points to the still dangling heretic. He's dangling in a rope. You hear him laugh, like with his duct tape mouth muffling. I've been busy. But I can begin the conversion process. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Acceptable conditions.
Well, Magus, it was a pleasure, and if you ever need anything, well, I'll be around to a point. And I'll do everything I can to get better astropaths. He nods and just walks away. It's like, the space station. And he begins to nonchalantly whistle. A heretic comes out to hit him with a club. He just Spartan kicks his skull off. And just continues walking.
All the generals are gathered around a strategic table, congratulating one another. Each one explaining how their plan worked, how their men proved to be worthy of the Emperor's favor.
Leonidas walks up to the table and goes, "Okay, boys. First Wastelanders, Commander, you're going to be staying behind on this world to garrison it. I'll see that the agriculture of Baal will reinforce you. And speaking of which, Alexis, what men are due to retire?"
By standard Imperial doctrine, all of them should have retired.
Well, what ones? I need 500 of them to begin taking up the nobility on this world. What ones have been serving the longest?
Mm-hmm. There are select few who are willing to serve as a garrison for this and other planets.
I'm meaning the ones who are wanting. I'm meaning he looks around. He says, like, the ones who want to become nobility on this world. Basically, I'm offering retirement to 500 men.
Make a charm test. The +10.
Charmed. That's an all success.
Okay.
Charm 125. I'm talking to military, aren't I?
Yeah.
Imperial Guard, so 135. Where's the dice?
I'll spawn some.
Boom. That's a 5. That's 13 degrees of success.
Yeah, the men will take the chance to...
Look at the bright side. He says, look at the bright side. At least there's heretics to hunt.
and the best equipment to have.
I'll be sending colonists to this world, but first the Mechanicus are donating me mining equipment. So, who wants to retire to a mining world?
This guy.
He looks at him and goes, "Congratulations. You've been chosen. Select 1,000 of your men and women from your regiment. Have them retire to it."
Well,
It has a lot of dinosaurs, is what they were called on it. So, yeah, military training's a must. We'll set up the appropriate area. Just get ready to retire to it.
of course, as you say, sir.
And where's the commissar of the penal battalion? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Ma'am, how many men have survived?
122.
How many of them do you see a future with? I.e., when I say with, I'm not meaning marrying you. I mean, how many do you see a future past penal?
14.
Send the 14 to the 300 who you think are worthy, and say, in honour of your service, Leonidas has granted you permission to rise to the ranks. You have now to serve 15 years.
I would gladly serve 1,000, my lord.
Meaning the 14 men that you see a future past penal. They must serve They must serve 15 years, where they will get land. They'll get land and a pension. Morale, after all.
Of course.
Okay. You, Kriegsman. Thank you for your help. Is there anything I could do for your home world?
We only wish to serve the good Emperor.
I think his microphone's broken.
only live to fight and die for our Emperor. That is the only thing we can offer.
Okay, I'll drop you off to a nice planet with a lot of war. Unless you have further orders, or are you just waiting?
We are waiting orders. Waiting for future orders. We go to wherever war takes us. Whatever our duty requires that we fight.
Okay, in the absence of orders, I will give you an order to garrison this world until such time that Astra Militarum comes knocking again. And I have paperwork to do, so I will see you guys later. Enjoy yourselves, okay? Roast chicken dinner for tonight and chocolate cake.
They form the Imperial Aquila with their hands. In unison they say, "Praise the Emperor."
Praise the Omnissiah. He locks his. He gives a sign of the Omnissiah, the cogs.
Mm-hmm.
And he just walks off to the ship to do his paperwork to find out what the fuck the Astra Militarums want. The Administratums want.
The office. Back at the office.
Originally, mate, is yeah, he's just gonna.
Start counting thrones.
He's just reading the reports, rubber stamping stuff, waiting for the ashram, the administratum to do something before he heads out. Once the mechanic is given the all clear that the system's safe, i.e., all the equipment and people are on board, he's just gonna sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what do they...
There are many administratum forms to fill in regarding both the military expedition, the economical expenses, the financial expenses, the personnel expenses, any encounters either with other imperial factions, other imperial troops, any xenos, and any suspicious activity is to be reported to the Inquisition immediately.
I report the Forge World to the Inquisition. He's like, hey, I've retaken this. And here's my tax receipts.
Then
Says
you
the
are
tax receipts
required to fill in a form that says how many heretics were on the planet,
Does Leonidas know?
I don't know.
Leonidas is just like, I don't know, but I killed at least 5,000. Question mark. Infinity symbol. That's what he's like. What the fuck?
There is a multiple choice segment in the form with examples like, did the heretics have multiple limbs? Were there any signs of xeno-like mutations or xeno-like
Technology.
limbs, technology, and so on? Yes.
I'm assuming that answers a no. He's like, none of this. And then he goes to the multiple choice question. He's like, wait a minute. He goes to the classified section. And he's like, I've filled these forms out before. Heretic. The trickster god. Floating around. There was some spawning space yes. Did you lose any men? Tick box for 50% casualty rate. Looks at the casualty rate, like varies from regiment to regiment. Penal Battalion 7, 95% acceptable. 300 minimum casualties recorded. Just
On
like,
the
fuck's
Xeno
sake.
segment, there is another field where you have to fill in. Have you been experiencing extreme hair loss a few days after the encounter with the enemy? Have you been having increased sex drive, increased libido?
I'm chem gelded, so no. No.
Have you been
No.
having weird dreams about a voice calling you from far away in the galaxy?
No.
And so on.
Unless the astropath counts. He puts in the other box that says, do astropaths count?
No. These are questions
No.
to discern if you have been corrupted, if you've been how can I say this?
Tainted.
Tainted, yes. Tainted
Le-
by
Leonidas
gene
just-
stealer DNA.
He's like, nah, I don't know. He then fucking stabs it all out and then goes to Administratum expense reports and he goes to the subsidy section and he's like, yeah, are you experiencing colonial loss? Yes. Have you retaking any critical important infrastructure? Does the Emperor sit in a throne? Yes. Fucking.
Yeah, another question. How many arms does the Emperor have? There's it's a multiple choice segment. 2, 4, or 3, or whatever, or 8.
Leonidas is like, that's a trick question. Leonidas just looks and goes, how many arms?
Yes.
He's like, that's clearly 2. Like, 4 arms is fucking. Yeah, mutant. 8 Xenos. It was like, I do not know, I do not blaze in such gloriness. He'll write that in the margins. he's like, he'll just say, I follow the Omnisire. The Omnisire is the Emperor. The Omnisire has no physical incarnation, but he is the Emperor. Oh,
And the last question
but then,
on the form: have you praised the Emperor today? Yes.
he like,
Yes, indeed. A lot.
Leonidas crosses that out and says, I praise the Omnisire. He is the Emperor. So a lot. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then he's like, ah, fuck, I fucked up section 3. Get me a new copy.
The servitor that is forced to fill in all these forms is experiencing fatal injuries.
Leonidas gets, he looks at, he's like, oh, fuck, I need to, I need to check my checking account. Looks at the check and he's like, ah, fuck. Mechanic is better. I better start making some money, man. Yeah.
Yeah. All these 5% profit margins have been really accumulated.
He's like, but 5% profit margins for the Mechanicus means I'm in good books with them. After all, I did retake a fucking Forge World.
Yes.
Then like, he stands up, walks around his office, sits back down and goes, that was fucking pointless. Atlantis. Can't go on a wild goose chase. Ah well. Time to go to High War. Time to go to the space station. And we can end it here because I have to think about what Leonidas would do at the space station.
All right. Another day ends on the hot gates. All the crews have been returned. Thorn, Riprot, Victor, Serafina, and can't remember the name of the navigator actually. What was it?
Epstein. No.
The group is back together in a new line. A new goal is set in the stars. See everybody on the next one.